Alright, I'm going to do a kind of like a tutorial-esque about where this game is at right now, because I had played this when it was like 0.2 version. It was like 0.20 something. So very early on, there's only one mech. There wasn't this hangar, and you spawned in the training zone, and there was one gun, one mech, and then that was it, just the training zone. Now they have 3 different mechs: the Heavy, Scout, and Assault. And Assault is like the normal size one. Scout has a smoke canister and 1 gun, smaller. And the Heavy has 2 guns, and they can even use like heavy artillery, where they've got different weapons. They can use artillery as well as the other items or weapons. So I'll just start with the normal one. I'm just using. I'll use the Spitfire. No, sorry. The big laser gun. So I'll just use two different weapons. Tutorial is basically just like how to use controls, which is sprint, move, and then your right stick does scope by clicking in, left weapon, right weapon, both weapons reload. But the artillery on the Heavy mech works different, because when you push down, it actually changes the angle of the trajectory of the artillery. So that one doesn't have reload. Okay, so let's just do play, practice room. Okay, so this is how you start out. So dark, mech, legs, hands, menu, just rotate pretty far. Asks for you to sit up straight. You can't slouch, because then you'll be like inside the seat. And then if you want to slouch a little bit, you can change your position by holding the Y button. Yeah. So turning on your mech, you've got your main power. I think you've got your controls. So I can move the mech right now. You see the moving on the map. And then you've got your screen appears, and then engines fully power up. So you have to do that every time you respawn. And they added, here, I'll just turn off the sound for right now. Oh, the incoming mic. You can actually change channels for team or world. Incoming team or world. That's right here too. But for right now, I'll leave that off. So they added a damage system. So you get those little pods. They're like laying around. They're like little green pods, and that's what the little pluses are. So since I'm the medium-sized mech, the assault mech, I have 4 different repair slots, which will take damage. So I've got more HP than the scout, which only has 2, but that means I have more things that I need to repair. And also with the heavy one, you've got 6. So you've got 6 slots. So more things to repair, but also more health. It's a finite. So this is a little sticky. I could be anywhere near it, and it'll grab onto it, which is kind of annoying. But you can always change the position with this little thing right here. Change the stick, because I like to have my arms sitting on my lap while I'm moving around. So you can just make it go down a little bit, and then there we go. And then grab the other stick. This doesn't go up or down. This just stays by itself. But this does change. Move forward, move backwards, and then strafe. And then you move your head with the mech with your right arm. So you aim and move with the right. Your head doesn't matter. It's hard to kind of see. I think that's another reason why you want to be more upright, so you can see through these little portholes. So here, I'm going to jump using the left trigger. Each one has some kind of jump. You have your jump and then your jetpack. So I'll do a jump, and then jetpack by pulling the trigger again. You kind of hover there. You see the line goes up for how much you've exerted. There's your throttle, how fast you're going. So I'm going to try to jump and then hold thrusters. And here's one of the little packs I was telling you about. Stuck on the edge a little bit. Over here. Alright, so thrusters and also running is a thing. So it'll actually use up your booster packs. So I just got that green vial, which gives me one extra repair. So I can run forward, and then I can click the stick, and it'll use my jump jets to propel me in the direction I want. So I can even do strafing. So if I need to get out of the way, I can strafe. Medium one is fairly maneuverable, but obviously not as movable as the Scout, but still pretty fast. So if you see, there's two lines. There's the reticle, little chevron, and then the left and right line. So I can flick left on my stick and then right on my stick, and it changes my weapons. Left, or I push up, and both of them work together. And then over here, I used a couple of those bullets, so now I just push down, both of them reload. Or if I just have it on the left reloads, but the right doesn't. So sometimes it'll happen where you're like only on your left and you're trying to reload your right, but then you're like, oh wait, I need to select my right and then reload and then go back. This doesn't have anything going right now. There's supposed to be consumables in the future, so more stuff laying on the ground. And then those don't do anything. Channels, these don't do anything yet. But and then of course your emergency eject. Usually that's like if you are about to die and you want to change your loadout, and you just blow yourself up anyways. Or in this case, there's no one here to blow me up because I'm in the practice arena. So I blow myself up and I can change my loadout. But so like right now, it doesn't have any kind of PvE. That's what they're planning on next in their stage. I think in their 1.0 patch. But right now it's just PvP, and I think there's four maps right now. So they do have this cool little arena over here for fun. Mech ball. You try to get the ball of. It's supposed to be kind of like a. Oh my god! I forgot what it's called. Oh my god! What is it called? The car one. Rocket League. Duh. It's Mech Rocket League, basically. But yeah, so that's just a little fun little practice area to get used to maneuvering and shooting. So here, I'll flick this up. Boop. Dead. Switch classes. Go to the Scout. Spawn. Black screen. So unfortunately, they haven't come up with different layouts for the different kinds of mechs. Power on. So you know, I've only got two to repair. And if I want to repair, so like if this was 0, I can push that, highlights it with white, click safe mode. Your HUD disappears. You can still move around and shoot, but you don't have your HUD. So then the lever pops out, hold the lever down, and you got these little drones that'll fly around and kind of repair whatever one you selected. So I thought that was a really cool addition, because then it just, like, if you actually find hiding, you can reset yourself. So you can last in it. It's always nice to have that survivability. But that's kind of it for right now. So it's cool. It's more interactive than most, like the other mech game, World of Mechs. But it's obviously not to the point where there's a bunch of maps and single player stuff. So, but it's getting there. I like the progress they've gotten.